So I'm just going to have a conversation with you, just like if he was here standing in front of me and we was having a conversation. So sitting down, having a cup of tea. Imagine that we was sitting down, drinking some nice lemon and ginger tea for my throat right now, because that's what I need. So we're sitting down, we're waiting for the tea to cool, and I was talking about how you got here. So you got into your car, you easily found your car keys, and you got into your car. You've got enough petrol in the car, you've got everything you need to get to your destination. Even your sat nav is programmed in with the location of your destination, right? I think it's cool. You're driving, and you see a sign, and that sign says something contrary to what the sat nav says. And so you follow that sign, and you end up then finding yourself not getting to the destination that you envisaged. You find yourself going to a completely different place, having a completely different experience, and not necessarily getting to the destination that you wanted at all. You feel frustrated, you feel disappointed, you feel so disappointed. And so we're sitting here, we're trying to figure out what happened. What happened for you to not get to that destination? Why did you not follow the sat nav, and why did you follow that sign? And so let's really analyze that for a little bit. First of all, you came in with great intentions. You had the sat nav, let's call that your sat nav, your intuition. And you had everything you need, this inner knowing. But then you saw the thing that kind of made you go off course was that sign. The sign that said, this is the way, your intuition was wrong. Now, you followed that sign because there was something in you that didn't trust yourself, your inner knowing. And you then didn't come back to your path. You kind of gave up once you got to that wrong destination, because you almost felt like, I thought this was the right way, and now I'm not sure what to do. So my job as the alignment coach is to get you back on course so that you can find the destination that you was trying to get to in the first place. And when I say trying, I know sometimes people use the word trying. It's not trying. There is no try. You just do. Yoda and all that. I'm using the word trying because I think it's okay to use words that help you. I think when it doesn't help you, when you feel like you can't say this word, you can't say that word, you can't be this mood, you can't feel that way, you're giving yourself so many rules and regulations that you're no longer being you. So in this instance, you're driving to your destination, you see a sign that says, this is the way. You say, actually, no, I'm going to follow my instincts. I'm going to follow my intuition. And that's where I come in. I help you to stay aligned. I hold that container for you to expand. I make sure that you're not feeling crazy for following that sign. That I'm honouring your decisions, and I'm saying, are they really your decisions? Are they coming from your highest self? And you're like, I'm not sure. Sometimes I can't even hear my highest self. And so we then do practices so that you can hear your highest self. Going beyond meditation and doing some yoga nidra. See, the thing is, there's so many tools that you can do. There's from DBT to EFT to meditation to all of these great things, right? Hypnosis. This is the thing. They're tools, and I'm not about the cookie cutter. Week 1 we do this, week 2 we do this, week 3 we do that. You're such an individualized person. You're so different. You're so complex that in order for me to honor your complexities so that you can move forward, my tools are about what's needed in this moment. Now that could be an NLP technique. It could be a life coaching technique. There's so many to choose from. But the point is not the tools, not the techniques, how to get you back into alignment, into knowing that this is a destination you're going to, because you've actually already got there. You've already actually got to the destination. Just by sitting down with me, having a cup of tea. So we're kind of watching this movie screen right now, where you're the main character, right, in your own story, and we're making sure that the story goes according to what's on the script. And when it doesn't follow the script, we then go shifting back, so that we're getting to your happily ever after, right? Your destination. That's your happily ever after. And so this might sound like, okay, it sounds really simple, or some you might be thinking that sounds really complex. You've made this really, really hard. Or someone be like, yeah, I get it. And so I guess I'm speaking to those of you that are not trying to understand everything, because you don't have to understand parts of the way the universe works in order to experience it. And so that's what I'm giving you, an experience. So my thought process behind being this alignment coach is also about representation. When I was growing up, there wasn't many people that I could see that had the things that I wanted. I saw people that were quite mean around me, fellow children, and obviously you as a child project some of what your parents are giving you. And I also saw people that could continually work their butt off and didn't get the results they wanted, but they still continued to work their butt off because they thought that was the only way. And I also saw people that abandoned others, but then felt they had this right to kind of tell them what to do. So there's lots of stories that didn't serve me that was playing out on the screen in my life when I was younger. The formative years, the years where you're most impacted, the years where your mindset's kind of molded and created. And so I really wanted to talk on those pieces, because I feel like when we are driving to that destination, when we're in that car, when we're in our businesses with these good intentions to help people and to transform their lives and give them things that they desire, that we can sometimes see that sign that says go this way. And that sign can be a subtle sign. It can be a sign that from a well-intended person that wasn't necessarily aligned with you and your mission, but you followed because you trusted them more than you trusted yourself. And the reason why we trust other people more than when we trust ourselves is because there is still some healing to do. There is perhaps some inner child work to do, where you've abandoned yourself and not honoured your feelings and thoughts, and thought somebody else could honour your feelings and thoughts for you. Somebody else is speaking your language, so you're like, yeah, I want some of that. And when you truly learn to sit with that uncomfortable feeling of, I'm not sure where to go, but I'm gonna go within and listen to myself, magical things happen. So that's what I've had to do again and again and again. I've had to trust myself to say, actually, even though that course sounds really enticing, even though that coach sounds really enticing, right now I need to make a decision of, is it based on fear I'm buying this, or is it based on love I'm buying this, right? Is it because I truly believe that I'm in a good place and it would be nice to have, it would be a nice added value, or is it because I desperately need something to figure this out, I need to get this fixed, I need to sort myself out, this is not right. See the two energies, one's kind of in flow and one's kind of like, I'm unattached to the outcome, but it'd be nice to explore, and the other one's kind of like desperately holding this person accountable for my success, and if it doesn't work out, I don't know what I'm going to do myself. That energy, that latter energy, isn't, in my humble opinion, helpful, because it creates this, it almost creates this anxiety around the course. Like you take the information then, or whatever's provided in the way that you bought this thing, and you think that you've taken the information and you've done it, you know it, you're implementing it, and something maybe is not working, you're almost at this crossroads where you're thinking, then, well, if it's worked for everybody else and it's not worked for me, and I'm the thing that's always constantly in this, then it must be me. And so that's why sitting with yourself and deciding on what type of energy you're going to be bringing to this decision is really important, because it's that peace. It's that peace. You want to be at peace with your decisions, that you've taken the decision based on wisdom, not on fear, that you've looked at these gaps, these skills gaps, these talent gaps, these training gaps that you have, and you realise that there's some things that you just don't know. And you want to know. But you also know that it's not in this thing that's going to completely change your life. It's in you trusting yourself, because you're still going to have to implement these things, right? And in order for you to implement these things, you're going to have to trust yourself enough to still follow that path. That destination still has to be at the forefront of your mind. Knowing you're going to get there, you take the wrong sign, but knowing that you're still going to get there. Because this is not from a place of, I'm disappointed that I took the wrong sign. It's like, okay, I took the wrong sign. Now let's get back to where I'm supposed to go. And I think that's really important. So I guess the point here is to really think about, are you in alignment right now? What is it at the moment that is really not allowing me, whether it's a goal, whether it's a person, whether it's a thing, what is the thing right now? What is it that's shifting me out of alignment? Where am I not trusting who I am, who I'm being? Am I being the person that completely trusts myself, completely believes that I'm supported by the universe, by God, by angels, by guides? Am I tapping into the unlimited abundance of resources that are available, that I already have? If you already have everything you need to get to your destination, if you already have all the petrol you need to go in the car, if you already have every single thing you ever will need to get to your destination, why is it you're still thinking lack, that you don't have something? That's the question you need to ask yourself. Okay, thanks for watching and listening. That's the message today, guys. Thanks for listening.